I am an engineer, so I don't really have a lot of experience with acquisition, so we really needed help in that area. We're now focused on growing, focused on building, which is very different than what was before the acquisition. I'm Samer Al-Datran. I am the founder and CEO of Fedeka. Fedeka is a social media analytics management platform. It helps businesses optimize their social media presence by understanding the demographic of interest of their audience and trying to discover audiences within that demographic. So our industry is undergoing a lot of changes currently. So one of the main ideas we had was really to acquire other businesses. I am an engineer, so I don't really have a lot of experience with acquisition, so we really needed help in that area. One of the things we were considering is really to shut down the company because it really made no sense that we continue operating considering, we have negative cash flow. Some people said you should sell the company for, pennies. Some people said you should just shut it down. So there is a lot of different, different ideas. And what stood out was Steve. When I met with Steve, it was very different. He was very enthusiastic and he really wanted to hit the ground running. So he had a very different approach and very positive approach. We just clicked right away. As soon as I talked with him, I knew he's the right guy. He was very understanding of this situation, very understanding of the environment, understood our space. So the acquisition was very tricky. The company that we acquired is someone that I really have a lot of respect with. It's a competitor, but we had an amicable relationship throughout the years. We really had to close the transaction within days. And that, in a normal case, with, even someone with a lot of experience, it would be very difficult. Thankfully, Steve has really made it very simple. So he's like, focus on the core issue, focus on solving the problem, and then focus on how we can get it through. So even with all those hurdles that were coming to us, with his advice, he helped us navigate through the process and really made the transaction a lot more successful. The situation before the acquisition was dire. We were not able to continue. So after the acquisition, there's a big sense of relief. When you're moving really fast, you could make a lot of mistakes. So having someone who's done it before, who has the skills, and then just helping you solve the problems as they come, made a lot of sense. And there's a lot of things that did come up through the process, and we were like, okay, now we're stuck, what do we do? Steve would basically help us compromise from both ends. So, there's a big chance that the transaction wouldn't have closed if it wasn't for his help. ScalePoint is definitely, we're considering them for another project, so it's interesting how things have progressed. We're out of the panic mode. We're hoping that, ScalePoint would be our partner in trying different ideas for the future as well. Different people have different priorities. Some person would come and say, oh, maybe you guys, it's hopeless. Maybe if I spent 5 months, I would have walked away, but it's not easy, and I've made a lot of sacrifices. We're now focused on growing, focused on building, which is very different than what was before the acquisition.